32 years ago, a very young Richard knocked on my door. I had recently been diagnosed with MS, and I really wasn't very well at all at the time. And he said to me, I hear you've something like, I hear you've got MS. I think I can help you. And being an open-minded sort of person, I welcomed him in. I was very curious. And I have to tell you, Richard, I'm absolutely fine. I'm a bit cronky around the edges, can't walk in a straight line, that sort of thing. But I've got all my energy and I'm fine. I'm very grateful to you. So whatever you're doing now started very young.
So 32 years ago, 37 years age, you had MS, 37 years old.
Yeah, I did.
How did it restrict you in terms of, was it mental, physical? How did it kind of restrict what you
Well,
did?
I was so determined not to get it. I got the lot. And I was so determined not to let it affect my walking. And as Richard said, when he first met me, I was crawling. I ended up in King Edward VII Midhurst on steroids that by
Wow.
1990. I couldn't feed myself. I couldn't dress myself. I couldn't see. Oh, I did it very well. And I had bought a Morgan car.
Wow.
And I remember saying to the nurses, I'm going to drive that car. And they said, yes, you will. And I did. I took what you did with me and I really studied it. I embraced it, as you say. I already knew that there was a mind-body connection. If I created it, I must be able to uncreate it. And that was the start of my quest.
And this is what's interesting about Richard's work. I mean, I've only known Richard, well, I've known of Richard for probably about 16 years, but your work's evolved a lot over the last, I'm sure Caroline would be really excited to hear about some of the evolutions, because I've kind
Yeah.
of studied it over the last probably 7 or 8 years since it became Ace.